It was a snowy January, a new year on Sodar. Thomas was furious at Farquhar. His crew were upset. "Don't be silly," they said. "It's just a snowplow." "Well, I don't like wearing my snowplow," said Thomas. "It makes me uncomfortable." "Don't be silly," snapped his driver. "You're going to wear your snowplow, and that's that." But it wasn't Thomas's usual snowplow. It was a bright orange snowplow with black and gray all over it. Thomas did not like it at all. He was cross. "I like your plow there, Thomas," said Percy as he puffed by with the mail. Thomas didn't care, and he puffed away with his passenger train. He was so cross he didn't realize what was ahead on the right track. Ahead on the line was some snowy points that had been frozen overnight. He did not see them. It led to a siding with only a snowbank as protection. Thomas ran down the hill, crashed through the siding, and went off the rails, and slid right into the points on the opposite end of the line. Thomas was surprised and shocked. "Oh dear," said Thomas. "What will I do?" Thomas felt embarrassed. He shouldn't have been cross. Thankfully, the passengers, Annie and Clarabelle, were not hurt, but Annie and Clarabelle's wheels were dug deep in the mud. The guard, driver, and fireman decided to take the passengers out of the coaches and take them to safety. Toby then arrived with the brake van and a works unit coach as part of his goods train. The passengers boarded Henrietta in the works unit coach, and even some boarded his cab. Then Toby puffed away back to Farquhar to take the passengers back home. Then Toby came back for Thomas. His fireman attached a rope to his coupling and then joined it to the end of Clarabelle. He tied the rope to Clarabelle's coupling as quickly as he could. He ran back to Toby, and then Toby cautiously pulled reverses back as fast as he could, so that way Thomas would come back on the rails. But he had to be careful so that way the coaches or Thomas would not be misaligned with the rails. At long last, thanks in part to the life-saving rope, Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle were finally put back on the rails at long last. "Thank you, Toby," said Thomas. "I don't know what I could have done without you." "Oh, thank you, Thomas," said Toby. "Any time." Later, Toby coupled up to Thomas and was about to take him home, but then Sir Topham Hatt arrived. "Thomas, this accident was not your fault. Those points should have been checked a while ago. I had sent Diesel to go and check them, but I guess he didn't. Regardless, Thomas, I'm glad that everyone is all right," said Sir Topham Hatt, and Sir Topham Hatt left. "Well, that was something," said Thomas. "I mean, goodness." "Oh, I know," said Toby. "Besides, what could he have done without me?" Who knows," said Thomas. "I would have been Jack Frost all night." The engines laughed as they all puffed back to Farquhar to rest in the sheds.